What's up, everybody? I wanted to take a few minutes. I'm snowed in, right? I don't have much going on. I uploaded an interview, kind of like talking session, just getting to know Mason. Someone I've known my whole life. I've known him since he was a wee little boy. Some would say knee high to a grasshopper. Great conversation, great interview. We was live on TikTok to do it, and then I just cut up and I uploaded the shorts onto my YouTube minutes ago. We're up, I don't know, 1,000 views already. I mean, you guys are liking that stuff. And like I said in the one video, the caption actually is, if you want to be interviewed, if you want me to bring you in here and talk to you, and you want to tell your story, you want to do a lead, right? As they would say in the rooms, comment down below. But I'm not going to do that if you're not subscribed. That's just my only, I want to help everybody, but listen, like I said in that other video, too many of you are not subscribed. You're just flicking through. You're watching the whole video. You're engaged. I can see all the analytics, but you're not just clicking one little button. It takes a split second. And it's like, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to upload these videos anyway. But you may as well do yourself a favor. Click that subscribe so you can be aware of the fact that when I do upload videos, because they are random and they happen almost every day, every other day. I had the longest period where I didn't, which was 2 days. I had no power. There's no way I could do it. So with that being said, I want to cover, while my lovely little lady is taking a nap, I want to cover a particular subject that is sort of burning in me, right? I had a conversation with Heather on TikTok earlier today. We're firing off back and forth, talking about the Lord, talking about recovery. And she had mentioned that she hated the fact that when she would go to groups, you would have to start off by, hi, I'm Thomas and I'm an addict, right? And I have talked numerous times in previous videos about your self-talk and your ego and defeating that and kind of manifesting almost your reality in the matrix, in this matrix we live in. Believe it or not, I mean, you may think I'm nuts. This is too perfect to be random. So there's either a God, which there undoubtedly is, and this is some sort of simulation, which is not far off from the truth, because if you think about it, if there is a God, and there is, he has a plan. Everything is predetermined. You have a destiny, okay? That means that this is scripted. This is a story. This is one long movie. This is one long human experience. And the point, Jen Hamilton, my friend on Facebook, she uploads amazing content all day long. I laugh. She does these funny videos. She's amazing. I wish I could meet her. I would love to meet her. Jen, if we could link up, please. Honestly, you're just a great human being. I mean, you honestly just, you make me giggle all day. But anyway, she's just super enlightening. Anyway, point being is that it's too perfect. So there has to be a creator. But with all that in mind, you have to understand that you are actually in control of your choices. Whatever choice you make, that timeline has been printed. That is done. The whole point of being on this earth isn't money. It's not views. It's not subscribers. It is your soul. You have a soul, okay? That soul is supposed to reach a higher level of enlightenment. That is what we are all trying to attain, is enlightenment. That means you are taking your soul to another level, a higher level. You are trying to become more like Jesus, okay? This man, when they were beating him, when they were literally ripping him apart, piece by piece, I mean, hooks, not, I mean, just, I don't know if you've ever seen The Passion of the Christ. That's probably not even close to accurate or how bad it was, and it was horrible if you've ever seen that clip. Look it up. The entire time, he is just praying, and he's talking to his Father, God, and he's saying, Lord, forgive them. Father, forgive them. for they know not what they do. That's why you shouldn't hate nobody. No one. Someone could walk up and slap you in the face. You shouldn't hate them. They're going through something. My brother has a good saying, which is hurt people hurt people. So that person's going through something that you may not know anything about, okay? It's not your fault. Some of the things that happen are not your fault. That is in someone else's movie. That is someone else's lead, right? They are the Denzel Washington in that movie. You are the Denzel in this one, okay? That's just how it works. But the point is to reach enlightenment. You want to get to a higher level because when you pass, you want your soul to rest and rise to heaven. I don't know what happens if you don't. I'm not claiming to have these answers. I just know what I feel in my heart and what I believe to be true. And I'm sharing that with you because I think it's important. So don't be chasing tail. Don't be chasing money. Don't be chasing career. Don't be chasing prestige. Don't be chasing clout. Anything. Nothing of this physical world you should be chasing, because then that means you're worshiping something other than God. And that is a sin. That's false idols, okay? Money is the root of all evil, but that's not true. Just like guns don't kill people, people kill people. The gun is the tool. The money is a tool. Until I understood that in my mid-30s, late 20s, early 30s, I started to become very financial literate. I've always been good with money, always. Amazing. Ask anybody that knows me, they know I can save money like nobody's business. I should have been a financial analyst. I should have been involved in the stock market. I should have been a broker or something like that. But I'm not passionate about money. I like money. It's a good tool that you could use to get things that make your life more comfortable so that you can, in fact, lighten up your soul and rise, okay? But that all starts with self. That has nothing to do with the outside world. That has nothing to do with the matrix, okay? So keep that in mind as we're going through this. So let's talk about true recovery. Now, that sounds a little weird because there's like, okay, well, if you're saying there's true recovery, then that means that just recovery isn't recovering. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if you follow the 12 steps, you're going to recover and you're going to do well. But that doesn't fit in everyone's life because they all believe things are different. You know what I mean? The world, it takes all kinds to make this world go round. I personally want to share how I feel you can truly recover. That is like the first video that I uploaded that went viral. Mind, body, and soul, okay? So if you're in those rooms and you're talking and you're going to these groups, which I haven't been to a single group since I got out of rehab, it kind of bothers me a little bit, but again, like I've stated in previous videos, I cop off of you guys. I caught from doing these videos. I caught from sharing my knowledge and my wisdom from life experience and from the terrible, terrible shit I've been through. I will get there later on, but for now, it's important for me to stay focused on you guys. I can tell my story later, much later, okay? It doesn't have to be anytime soon. So, true recovery to me starts deep, deep down. Okay, so if you're not going to the groups, but you're practicing the steps, you need to admit one thing, right? What your self-talk, which I've talked so much about, but it is so very important, I can't stress it enough. Self-talk is probably, if not the most important thing that you are going to have to practice and change, because you can't escape your own mind. I've tried, it doesn't work. That's why we do drugs. And then that doesn't work, and then we do more drugs or different drugs for a longer period of time, and things get worse and worse and worse and worse because we are manifesting our negative feelings into the matrix or into reality or into life, right? Okay? So you don't want to do that. what you want to do is you want to start taking that self-talk and manifesting what you actually want. You may not have it, but what you want in the near future or even the distant future. Whatever you want to become true, you need to tell yourself so convincingly that you believe it. And then you believe it so much that it becomes real. That sounds like some foofy fairy shit, I know, but it's not. It's not. You're not going to get anywhere. Do you think Donald Trump tells himself every day that he's a loser? That this can't be done? That can't happen? It's not possible? No, he doesn't. He tells himself that he is running the greatest country that has ever lived or been on the face of this earth, period. It is make America great again. It's not make America average again, or America sucks, everyone sucks. These little mantras, these little things, they actually work. So my beef with the groups and Heather's beef with the groups, and probably I'm sure many other addicts out there, this is an addict video. I mean, you can get, a regular person who's not an addict can pull something out of this, but this is, the subject of this matter is an addict's video. When you're telling yourself, I went to 67 groups when I was in rehab, and I think I was at 4 or 5 outside groups. And every time I spoke in every single one of those meetings, and every single time I said, hi, I'm Thomas, and I'm an addict. Think about that. What do you think that's going to do? Nothing, right? It does no good. You were just taking yourself and you're kind of humbling yourself down and saying, I'm an addict, so that everyone in the room feels comfortable and you feel like you belong, right? And they feel like you belong, so they don't single you out or alienate you. But you don't have to say that. And I would recommend that you don't. And the reason why is because you're much, much more than an addict. You are an ex-addict. But you're a brother, you're a sister, you're a mother, you're a father, you're a son, you're a daughter, you're a granddaughter, you're a cousin. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're this or you're that. You're an artist or you're a creator like I suddenly have become. I didn't ask for this. I did not ask for this. God pointed me this way, and that's why I am here. I am here because it's His plan. And I always give all the glory to God, because that is who deserves it. He deserves the praise from you guys, not me. It is because of God's given talent that I am here. It is because of years and years of losing that I am here. Years and years of research. Years and years of suffering and pain and loss and feeling lost and confusion, not knowing what was real or what wasn't. I had no idea. I mean, a lot of people, like even the people I went to high school with, I'm sure maybe there's a few of you guys watching this, you probably would look at me today or hear or listen to me today, you wouldn't even recognize me. Why? Because I have evolved, right? I have moved on. A lot of them haven't. There's a couple of them, I won't name any names, but there's a couple of them that are straight up annoying. They still live in high school in that time. Like, are you kidding me? Like, there was a 20-year, I had a 20, you believe it? 20-year reunion, right? My chick's like, are you going to go? I'm like, I mean, I kind of want to go to see what everybody's up to, but it's just going to be the jocks and the popular women that are, blah, blah, oh, hi, oh, yeah, it's great. It's like a pissing contest. I'm not going to go there for a pissing contest. I'd rather you guys see me kill y'all with success. Because in high school, I wasn't shit. Most of my education, most of my life, I was picked on. We were poor. We didn't have any money. That's why I left so early. That's why I left in early childhood, later childhood, kind of 9, 10 years old, I left the house. Thank God for John work and Janet work and Josh work and Tony work, Jen, the whole family. That's why I have Mason here. Mason, I've known him my whole life. His whole life. They took me in. They made sure I was fed. I was clothed. They didn't have to do that, but they did. And then at 12, I was kind of on my own. But that's okay, right? I had to figure it out on my own. But then at 14, when I got a job, started saving money, I started buying myself nicer clothes because I was tired of getting picked on. I was tired of getting shoved down. I was tired of getting told that I wasn't good enough. But I'm here to tell you, each and every one of you are good enough. You are already enough. And there's another thing, there's another falsity that's out there that I want to clear up today. You are perfect. What? Did he just say that? Yes, I did. Because God designed you perfectly. Exactly how he meant to design you. So you are perfect. You are perfectly imperfect. And the only reason you are imperfect is because none of us are the same. So if there was a base model, right? Let's say you had a Tesla. They're all going to be the same. 101 model, Tesla 101, right? And then if you have a slightly different one, it's unique. But, uh-oh, baby's up. You're okay, honey. You're okay. Come on. Come on. You got to roll the punches, guys. You got to roll the punches. Anyway, the true point of this video, come on over here, honey. Be careful. Is true recovery. True recovery happens here and here. It's deep down. It's in the soul. Stop admitting every single day and preaching to yourself that you are an addict. Because you're not. You're an ex-addict. Okay? I hope you get some value out of this video. That's God telling me that my time is up. It's just over 17 minutes. Make sure you check out the interview with Mason. Make sure you check out this video. I'll cut it up later. I'm sorry, guys, when I have time. But I am a father first. Okay? I love you guys. And I love him. God bless you. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. I'll see y'all in the next one.